Alright, good morning. It's a little windy and cold out here. It snowed still. Anyway, I'm going to go over some loading procedures today. So, here's my haul and tow truck. I've located my trailers, which is half the battle. And I've already gotten things out. Put my little ramps away. Already run my cable. I've already lined my truck up, hooked my cable up. So the things you want to note here is your placement of your jack stand, and make sure you have blocks and things like that, because of uneven ground is what we got here today. Soft ground, things like that. Well, it's probably not soft now, it's frozen. But anyway, here's where we're at. I've lined everything up here. We've got some good guys here at Maple Tree that they put things in order and line things up and make things so you can actually get to them. Pretty good guys. Anyway, I've got things set up here. So we're getting set to put our little dolly wheel on here and roll it on. The things also you want to note, so when you're walking around your unit on the Holland tows especially, you want to make note of spare tire underneath, if there is one underneath, and steps, because you do not want it to hit your deck and bend that, because that's not good. Also, your length between your axle and your back bumper, and if you have spare tire, barbecue mount, any of that kind of stuff. Sometimes them spare tire mounts are kind of low, and the jacks right here and the spare tire, whatever, that stuff can drag on the ground if the distance from here to here is pretty long. And I have had that where I've dragged the jacks in the dirt, even with my truck with the air down. So I can air that down and it gives it a little different angle. And I can also use, here's another little trick and note, if you do have something that's really long, those little ramps that I got up there for cars, you put them down here and you set them on top to load. So you have basically, you know, another ramp right here, so it extends your ramp basically. So have it on top, and when you unload you can also put it underneath, and then it just steps down. So little tricks of the experience thing there, if you don't know about that already. So there's the old bicycle. I'm not going to ride that today. Anyway, we've got already did our walk around on these things, got our packets and keys and all of that stuff. So that's where we're at. So I went ahead and let my air down because it was getting close anyway. I didn't think it would because it's short. But anyway, another thing, having a remote for your winch is nice because you can stand back there and watch it. And my remote just died today, so that I got the old trusty manual cord plugged in now. See, this is what I mean by having that spare tire and the jacks close to the ground. We're really close and we're dragging the little metal things right there, and we've still got a foot to go before it starts lifting. So this is possibly one of those things that I'm going to have to use the little shorty ramps, but we may be okay. The only thing I'm worried about here is if that spare tire hits the ground, because we do not want that spare tire, the bracket there, to bend, or the bumper, or especially that tire to go into the back of the unit there. That would not be a good day. Another cool thing to get is a backup camera for Holland tow, so you can see where you're at. All right, we're about an hour into this, so that's a little bit longer than what I usually do. So I want to talk about securement. I already talked to you about the chain. We've got the wheels strapped down here. Some of you may not have a setup like mine where you can't do this, but going around the tires onto your edge, if you got the edge, you know, the little whoop-de-doos. Here's a big thing. You can get cited and lose cap for having the valves open and stuff, just so you know. Your spare tire, make sure that that thing is not going to come off. That would be bad. Another thing that I do is I pull these caps out of the bumper, because you can get charged for those and they take off in the wind. The same with the propane covers. Make sure the little bungie's on. If not, then you bungee it. The chains I put over my hitch like this, because those chains are designed to catch the trailer if it comes off of that ball. So if your chains are dangling on the ground and whatnot, your trailer's still going to hit the ground and go all over the place. This here, those chains are going to catch, and it's not going to go very far. And they will not bind up if you do this right here. My emergency cable and my cord, I run through my padlock and padlock that. I got my long cord on here because my short cord is screwed up. It looks like I got a light out too. That's wonderful. These little batteries, those are handy. I used to pack around the big old battery in box and put in there, and enough of that shit. Get these little batteries here and you can put them inside, like on the fifth wheels or whatever. You can put them inside the box right there, and it's a lot better to pack around a big ass battery. So anyway, we'll move on down here, and I've already done the lug nuts and the tire pressures. And so again, close your valves, put your cap on, don't let them like fly around in the wind and shit like I've seen. Spare tire again. So I already checked my lights out too. They all blinky blink and whatnot. I just got the regular lights on today because it's snowed. So I walk around and I make sure everything's cool. Another thing too, height stick. They're about 140 bucks. It's kind of pricey for a piece of fiberglass that extends out, but it's a lot better than a $1,200 air conditioning unit, and the embarrassment and taking it back and all that shit. So anyway, I hope you found this video informative, and if you like it, like it. If you subscribe for more content like this, let me know in the comments that you like this, and we'll continue stuff like this. But yeah, we're off to Texas. Later.